Greetings, if this is even going out. Let's get some light. Popped up on here because, like I was already saying, with this presidential election coming up, but there's a lot going on. But particularly, we got our people out here telling people who to vote for, how to vote, which is crazy. Wanted to jump right into Roland Martin getting into some very intense interactions with someone that he actually was thought he was cool with. Jamal Green is the person. I started getting a buzz about it recently. I want to show a clip of their I don't know if you could say altercation. Jamal confronts Roland Martin after he was attacked by him on Twitter. Let me be clear. Roland Martin, hey, thanks. Someone's in the building. Good morning, good night, good evening. I don't know where you're at. Attacking people over their opinion. If we don't have an opinion, we have nothing. I go off of facts, but you have to hear people out. I just said this on another video, didn't get that many views. I think I had unlisted it. Let me put it back up or jump in and show something. What I want to do is show a couple of clips from a couple of different angles that this happened with Roland Martin and this young man named that goes by his name is Jamal Green. So let's see something real quick. He's saying yesterday you was calling me names. Morning, Yeti Black. Have you heard about this that's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through early. So I don't know if you've heard, but I just mentioned this on like maybe a few streams ago. I said every election time, Roland Martin starts to lose his mind more and more. I respect him. I appreciate his views like I do many people, but Roland comes from a place of, you know, at least he's supposed to be coming from a place of encouragement of including black people in agendas, making sure that black people get things that are needed and things like that in the community. It doesn't always work out. Yes, of course, I'm black. All right. Well, there's a lot of black folks. Yeti, I bet when they see you coming, they know to get it right. You know you a threat already just being who you are, right? Yeti got some size on him too. He got his dreads going. You a threat. You a threat out here. I mean, we need you at the conventions to get people straightened out, Yeti. Get my claws together. I just said this though. Oh man, I just said that. I said every election. Well, I've been really tuned in to Roland Martin. I would say over the past 5 to maybe 6 years. It could be more because time lapsed. This time is moving differently now, and we're actually experiencing our rare super blue moon. Things are having an effect on time, but with this, oh man, it's becoming more and more unacceptable, even for people that we have respect for. It's like they're disrespecting you if you're not a Democrat. I think that's the bottom line. We are being disrespected by giving our opinion on Kamala Harris. You're not going to call me a name because I point out her lies and stuff like that. I've never been a C word, well, like a coon. I don't respect coons. I'm not one, but I'm a realist. And I think that if we're going to be blinded and go off of someone's race for voting, then we're taking a loss right there. If you're only going to vote based on your political party and you don't care who's leading it, you already took 1,000 L's, 1,000,000 L's. I want to. They zoom in on how he was looking and everything. He called this guy names. He actually met with Jamal Green before this. So now I know this boys hurried up and got him on his show. Want to show a clip of that. So anyone that isn't caught up, when did this happen? Or didn't it literally just happen? I really don't know if it was yesterday or Sunday. Matter of fact, hold on. Turn the camera.
Well, this was unprovoked. Let me first say that Roland has spotlighted me on his show for some of the work that I've done throughout the years. I remember a clip when I announced for mayor, and he put up a clip on his show. He talked about basically spotlighting me in a good light. And I think what's happening right now is that Roland is not liking independent voices who are being critical, saying that black people deserve more from both sides, right? I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm independent, and
Mm-hmm.
so when I speak, I say, man, this we must have a plan and an agenda from both sides of the aisle, and force their hand. We can't just say, oh, we're Democrat and we voting for Kamala just because she's black. We're only voting for her
Exactly.
because she's a woman. We can't
Black when she wanna be. But go ahead.
we can't play those type of games. We have to actually have a real plan. So Roland, I guess, saw some of my tweets, and he decided all right out the blue, I'm just gonna attack Jamal Green. Starting with "Are you
I know,
dumb?"
right? Word,
and
Eddie
"You
Black,
can't
right?
be this clueless," and he called me an idiot in another tweet. And then I just happened to click on his live show, and he was calling me a fool on his live show.
See, that's the problem that I take to. Roland Martin has a history of, like he mentions to being a know-it-all. He thinks he knows everything. You can't teach me much if you already think you know everything. I no longer. I will. I check in with Roland Martin because he's a very intelligent man. I watch though my leaders. I watch the people in leadership because you're not going to call me names when I don't agree with you. You don't have the right to become a bit of a slave master your damn self. My people fought to be free, and they gave us the right to be free thinkers. Actually, we already had the right, but then we had to, get it written into legislation and make it unlawful for you not to allow black people and people of color to vote. But I've really had it with people, and honestly, this is why I about politics on my channel. I've been on here a couple years, but this is why I separates people, and we will get much of a, what's that term I be hearing more now, debacle over our differences than us looking at what we do agree with. So I just feel like, wow. And some of my political views are pretty out there. So I know that just things get taken different ways. Like it just felt better for me to just like stay out of it. But I am interested in people's views. So I'll be glad when people start sharing them more on my channel too, and know that they have the freedom to. Um, some of this election, most of it needs to be based on facts, like anything else. But some of our opinions will fit in too, because we all got different value systems. And then it starts to show your true colors with not just how you vote, but what points do you make? What do we want to see in the country we're in? If you're in America, what do you want to see? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? You know, lot of us want to see things we never saw before, and we're waiting for someone to come through and say, hey, I want to do this for us. I want to do this. We're not really seeing it. And then we're forced to make a choice between two people. We really should have at least four people to choose from. We've had all these other political parties, not many, but what, four or five of them? We always end up with two people to choose from. The other ones we don't hear about. And with Jamal, he said he's independent. I want to show the clip again, but it's just I knew this was gonna happen because he kind of did this before. Closer to elections go, you'll notice like Roland will just start going, like he'll be gritting his teeth more. They curse more on the Roland Martin show. People are bastards now. People are B words. They call you a hole. The only word they don't use coon, but it's like, okay, you're just choosing what word not to use, but that's kind of corny. But I guess he's saying that too because it was originally given by white men to certain black men, and they said you have to be dark skinned black male. There's some kind of specifications with that word. We use it. I know when I use it, I'm talking about a black person that wants to do anything to please white people or a white person. If we were out here, if we were slaves, they would be all up on the slave master, that type of thing. But with Roland, it's just like it's spiraling more and more out of control. So when he confronted him, though, he didn't have nothing to say. And he said that he already told him he'll be at the convention. So it's not like this really should have been a surprise. Want to say like a Thursday or Friday evening. It happened at an event, yeah, in Chicago. Oh, so this is where, yeah, he ran for mayor in Chicago. I heard about it, but I didn't know it was that long ago. Damn.
All the coons gonna be at this event that I'm gonna
I'm
be
thinking
at.
it just happened.
And he blocked me because I was talking about the event that we went to.
No, wait a minute. Nah, the DNC thing didn't happen until. I'm gonna just let it play, but I know it occurred yesterday.
And so he knew I was gonna be at this event. I went in there, just to talk. Hey, we can have a conversation, man to man, about what happened. I sat and listened to the event. I didn't disrespect the event. I was there to hear what they had to say, which was a bunch of nothing. Roland Martin, might as well have been a lecture because he didn't listen to anybody.
Let me respond. I
At
can't
this
type
event.
on here. Oh, wait, can
So the event was over. They did the benediction. The pastor left. Most of the people were gone. The pastor was nowhere to be found. Everybody left. So he probably heard about this and was like, what? What happened? He had a few singers that were there that he was taking some pictures with. I sat there and let him take his pictures. I did not interrupt or go into this event trying to assault this man because I had ample opportunity and he didn't have security. The best security he had was the woman that he hid in front of. And so, or hid behind rather. So, I waited. He kept saying, wait a sec. Or no, give me a sec. And he basically was scared trying to run. And he didn't want to have a conversation with me. And this shows that he's a grown child. Because only a grown child is going to attack, go online and go on his show and attack me over and over again. Then when he see me face to face and he knows he's going to see me, not say not a word the whole time. At any point in time, he could have said, hey, I know you here to see me. Let's have a conversation. Let's go in the hallway. Let's talk. And he just sat there and put that woman in front of him. And
did they even know what was going on?
Yourself. So here we go. Okay, now what I also shared, and again, I put this up on my Instagram if everybody wants to check it out. It's also on Jamal's page on Twitter. So let me ask you this. So you were basically referencing what he said on Twitter yesterday. Let me ask you this, Jamal. So if let's say Roland did man up and didn't, the lady didn't call security and all that. And he said, okay, well, let's talk about it. What would that conversation have looked like? What conversation were you looking for in that moment?
Well, it depends on how he wanted to operate. I
But see, that's what I question too. Like, what was his state of mind too? Because I don't want to look lazy, but I literally was like waking up like, what happened? Um, because they're both feeling aggressive. So would they had really been able to talk, or would it have been a shout and match? So what I don't like is that woman intervening between them. I've been in similar situations where you have guys ready to go at it, and we be the ones screaming, going, "Oh my God, no, stop!" Sometimes you got to get your big self or little self out the way and let other men like handle the men, because that's how you get hurt. Rolling backed up, which was good, but I need men too to realize when there's women around, y'all gotta have to kind of control yourself a little more. And it was older women there too, and that was an older woman. You can tell. I don't know. I think her in her wig or whatever. Well, I don't mean that, but Roland let that happen too. Like, to me too, being a guy and he's out here starting trouble like that, why don't you move her out the way or just say, I got it, I got it. Like, I got it, I got it. You know what I mean? It was like he kind of was hiding. So they're saying like he kind of hid behind the woman. Oh man, keep coming with it. Ladies, bless it. Yeah, like stay out of the way. Um, it's just crazy because we be the first ones screaming. Sometimes it be us getting it going. But he got to stop. Yeah, this was just a short, I guess, a pop up live. But he has to stop. I just was saying this. I said Roland is gonna get worse and worse. I just was telling someone that I wish he would take a vacation sometimes, but that would be the last thing Roland's gonna do around election time is take a vacation. But he let me unplug this. He takes stuff so personally, and with elections it's personal.
I wasn't trying to fight him.
But it's like it's he said he wasn't trying to fight him. It probably was gonna end up but you know what? This was good because Roland Martin, and let him be an example. Y'all can't just be on here talking at us or greasy in any kind of way. There's people out here really doing the work in different ways, and people deserve more respect. Respect our opinion and respect how we feel. Respect the fact that we're so smart, and even as black people or, and other races out there, we're not going to just listen to you based on your race. That would be nice because of all the stuff that black people go through and still been going through. It would be real nice if we could just look at your skin and say, oh, you're one of us, we're safe. Oh, good, you get it. You got my vote. It's not like that. And I used to think that it was because I just thought that my people were more on accord, or at least when you get into politics or certain areas in life, I just expected more out of people, but they're lies. You have to go off of people based off that person, not nothing else. So I'm glad that more people are awakened by this. And it's going to be a hell of an election. I've been saying that. Roland has to calm down. He's going to give himself a heart attack. And hopefully he lives through it because he gotta have high blood pressure. His eyes are like bucking out of his head the closer it goes to election time. His eyes are like, you know what I'm saying? Like they it's just too much. He was crying in his car last election. I don't know if y'all remember that. He was crying in his car. Boys had put that on blast last year.
Conversation is, he could have easily de-escalated this situation and said, "Man, hey,
Right.
I know I said some of
So
these
Roland.
things on Twitter and on my show. I felt that you was wrong when you was criticizing Kamala's plan or whatever he had to say, and we could have had that conversation and we could have been done with it."
See, this was just put out 10 hours ago. So this is his most recent interview. It's the only one I know of. And again, this is Jamal Green talking with talking with
You get what I'm
Dr.
saying? And
Boyce
we don't have to
Watkins.
like each other,
He didn't even put
but
doctor on it, he
I
just
think
put Boyce.
that he
Anyway.
needs to understand that you can't utilize your platform to just be targeting people and attacking them with the verbiage that he's using. Because he could have
Absolutely.
easily said, "Man, I disagree with you because of X, Y, and Z," or "Come on my show and debate me," or anything else. He too old to be sitting on his platform finding people to attack.
Right. You could be old or young, but I get it. We expect more out of our elders. That's another point I've made. Um, and I remember getting pushback from that. I think the first time I said we need to hold our elders more accountable was on RB's channel. And he was like, well, no, no, it's not about just, the elders and stuff. So he got offended because he's an elder. And he goes into this boat as well, but I'm not going to speak on him. I'm going to speak on just basically people, when you're an elder, you in your 60s and up, 50s and up, or even a little younger, you should be setting examples for us. You should always make us aware of our options. You can make suggestions to us, but stop telling everybody what to do. Stop calling people dumb and calling us these stupid names when we get name called for no reason, for just being black. So y'all know it the most, so why y'all be bringing so much heat to us? Then you got this woman, Maxine Waters, who's like 180 years old. I'm not listening to her because she coming on here yelling, saying y'all need to vote for Kamala. Da, 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 da. You like Megan Thee Stallion just like Kamala Harris. You guys promote whoredom. If you don't go
Because I
ahead,
didn't come for him, and I never mentioned him.
and you could do your whoredom stuff, you know what I'm saying, but stop acting like the only way to get black folks' attention is to dangle thongs over our face. Fake stinking, overweight, stinking smelling butts, and you know what I'm saying? Like rap music. I like rap, but you're not gonna act like that's the only thing that we listen to or that gets our attention. I'm surprised they don't bring fried chicken out, and other stereotypical stuff because they feel like this is the way to get the black vote. I've had it. It's so disrespectful.
And so for him to come on my platform and attack me just when it's unprovoked, and just say, "Oh, you dumb and you're an idiot because you don't agree with me."
See, yeah, he
I think he
uses
needs
this
to be more
language too. It comes
professional as
at us. It
somebody
comes at
who
everybody.
is his age and somebody who
I don't know how you deal with it, Yeti, but you do. You be, you try. I give you that. I give you credit for trying with folks. I can't I can't be disrespected.
is trying to move
Not
forward
to
the
my
Democratic
face.
message that he's paid to do.
Disrespect right back.
He should be in a way trying to figure out how he should convince me that he's right, not attacking me. And that just shows you when people say the word elder. He's not an elder. Because an elder, and wise, I have many elders, many I talked to today, who would never in their right mind be on their platform calling young people stupid and dumb because they're not agreeing with the elders or with their thoughts.
See, and with that, it's going to silence people that are free thinkers like myself. We stay quiet because we feel like y'all don't want to hear it anyway. They don't want to hear it anyway. They're going to muffle us out. They're going to be so disappointed, dissatisfied with us. We may get disrespected even more. Silence can turn into being pressured into going along with whatever you're spewing.
He's just an old fool to me.
That's an interesting point you make because it is kind of awkward. When
He said he's just
the
an old fool to me.
young men are showing more maturity than the older men. That's the part that bothers me. You and I talked today, and I told you I've seen Roland behave like a buffoon for many years. I saw the way he tried to bully King Randall when he did, but King Randall, he's a Marine. You can't bully him, and he's doing. King Randall's done more work by the age of 23, 24 than half these fools have done at the age of 50.
Yeah.
And
Right.
what
I believe he's talking about the young man that built a school, and Roland Martin gave him such a hard time. He just kept saying, "Well, how you gonna do it? Well, yeah, you over here talking about." He was being so mean to this young black man. It was almost like he was just jealous of him. It was like, how dare you do something like this, being an elder and everything. Like it made no sense. That's another thing that some of these people, some of your friends have in common. They don't want to hear anything from anyone. And you could be doing a damn thing out here and they're scared. It's like they're scared to give you credit for it. That's another reason I don't rock with people on here like that. Not anymore. I tried to hear them out, but I'm too smart for that. So while we're all on our journey, we can spend more time listening to people that ridicule us disrespect us and not even listening to us, or you could tap back into your own ideas and thoughts and let them grow. That's what I've done. When you quiet out that outside noise, I had got a fortune cookie recently. You know how they have little messages in them, but one of the messages that I had got definitely resonates with me. It said, "Go ahead and write your own." Go. It went something like this. I'm gonna have to paraphrase. If I could stop burping, indigestion. Yeah. It said, "Write your own song." Basically, write your own way. But okay, say like write your own song, but stop listening to other people's lyrics so you can hear yours. So basically, if you want people to hear you and hear your voice, we can't just be listening to other people's because their lyrics are going to be playing. Their music, that song that they are spewing is what's going to be playing. So how can I write mine? So I definitely don't listen to too many outside sources because there's a lot of great outside spiritualness energies that have been entering towards me that I've been gravitating towards. And other people will get in the way of that, or you at least seeing it, the way we need to see it. I think it gets in the way. The threat is not necessarily immediately around me.
I really don't understand, honestly, is um, this chaos that happens around election season, where I know what you're fighting for. Because I mean, I'm a Chicago guy myself. I'm not born and raised, but I've been here since 2014, man. I see
Right, he lives in
what you see. I see what's
Chicago.
going on with how they're giving more money to immigrants than they're giving to black people. I've seen where when you did that stuff with Chase Bank, where they're redlining the black communities, not making loans and giving them access to money. All this stuff.
And that's crazy too. He fought back against Chase Bank because and they owed, was it a billion, over a billion or millions, because they've been known to redline. I have to go back and get some more information on that too. When he ran for mayor, he's very active in the Chicago community. He's known as an activist, and he talked about that, the change he made with Chase Bank.
We see this,
I wanted to jump to something else too, real quick,
and Ricky Smiley and all these fools who get mad at folks for being critical because we want to see more. Because
thank you. Let me let him finish. Let me
we know that we deserve more. That's not a problem for voices to demand more for their people. We should be doing that.
So let me ask you this, Jamal. How often do you get called a Trump supporter because you don't line up and vote for the Democrats?
You get a lot of those. Of course, you get a lot of those, and that's why I did a video and I said, listen.
Yeah, I appreciate you valuing some things that I'm saying. It does make a difference. I've always been quiet. If it didn't make a difference to me, you wouldn't even know me because I don't talk to people. I would come on YouTube and I'm a good listener. But I know I have my own mind. Like I said too, I've been looking for more leadership. We need that. And we got to have more men with voices, and we need more black men with voices. And we can't silence each other. And people got to stop saying, oh, well, you must want Trump in office. Why? Because I'm not listening to Kamala's lies? I, Trump lies too. I don't know whose underwear would be on fire quicker, but both have a lot of gasoline on them. I know that I have a mind, and some things have pushed me to share it. I manifest things. I've seen it come to pass, so that's good. Then I started feeling like the things that I've learned on my own through studying, through experience, and coming here on YouTube. When I look at videos, they have really good videos that teach you how to tap into things. And it's like it was showing me too, you can tap into help other people. So that's really my main goal on here. Make connections with people, but have a sense of growth with myself, but also with other people, seeing them grow, motivating somebody, as many people as I can, and reminding them that they have a voice and that we just need to hear it. You're always going to be needed and wanted in the community. Of course, the women, but the women and the children we are seeking. And even when you're not seeking it, we need leadership in our lives. I think a lot of that has been snubbed out through arguments, gender wars, and all this other stupid nonsense, but it doesn't change the fact of what we need. We're going to suffer without it. So that's just plain and simple. Yeah. So this guy is young. I don't know if he's even 30 years old yet. Not sure how old he is. So I'm trying to remember some conversation that he's had with him. I'm pretty sure I would have seen interaction between him and Roland Martin previously. I know I had to have seen it. But yeah, that was really interesting. I'm gonna go. There's two angles from this one. There was two angles that they got footage of the incident as soon as it happened. So Roland Martin, just to recap real quick, went on this man's Twitter, Jamal Green, basically was like, "You're an idiot," calling him a fool, this and that. He was like, "Okay, I'm giving my opinion." He said he was critical of Kamala Harris, and then he just got so much pushback because of it. I've never seen this channel before. Oops. See, he was like, "Don't touch him. Don't touch him." He wasn't really trying to touch him, but when you keep trying to get at each other, people don't know what y'all really trying to do. I like the fact that I have an app on here, but it doesn't let me add files. Like I should be able to do this while I'm on mobile without having to go onto my computer to display the screen. So I'm working on seeing if there's a way while you're on your phone that you could pull things up, and it should be a little box that'll pop up on the screen while people are watching. Oh man. So there's another angle. Look at Roro. Somebody had to press you. Stop calling us names because you're talking to all of us too. He's not just talking to certain people. A lot of us respect you, but we don't disrespect you by calling you names. So stop calling us names because you're saying it to all of us that don't agree with the lies from certain political parties. Stop making it seem like if you're black, you best be Democrat. No, you best be smart enough to listen to what everybody's saying. Listen to all sides, and you make your decision between the people that they've trickled to us because they ain't giving us much to choose from. So you make a choice between what we have, or you don't choose at all and don't vote. We have a right to not vote, and we have a right to vote for who we want to vote for. I vote for healthier body types too. How about that? Not trying to be funny, but you are what you eat too, and people just whatever. I just wanted to just pop up real quick and do that. I have had it. I've had it with DL Hughley. I freaking had it. Ricky Smiley. I've had it. Now I heard Tavis Smiley. You went on Vlad TV. Did you really? You were one of the most influential black TV hosts on here. People have been discrediting you because they said you're not that bright. So maybe you got, a decent interviewing skills or something, but say it ain't so. Let me Google that real quick. I don't even want to put his name in there. I can't stand that man. He can't stand black people. I do not like Klanman type of people. I can't. I don't even like typing them in my search bar. I don't like it at all. I don't want your essence nowhere near me, your name, your culture vultures. A lot of non-black people are nothing but culture vultures. They talk bad about black people on a regular basis, but you're always talking about my people. They do this, they do that, but you're always talking about us. Talk about somebody else. We got this. We're going to solve our own problems anyway. We got this. I'm just tired of it. I've had it. I've had it. You don't care nothing about black people. Yeah, I know there's black people that don't care about black people too, but it's mostly y'all. They've learned, they've been taught not to give a crap about black people. That's all people do is come on here and take, 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 take. You could look on YouTube, look on all these channels. All they do is sit around and talk about, let's talk about black women now. Let's talk about black men now. They be over in the UK and everything. Mind your business. Y'all some bored. You know what I'm gonna say? Yeah, they some bored ass bitches that come from the UK. Y'all ain't got nothing going on over there. You probably running out of tea. So you running out of tea, so you want to come over here and get some. We don't care nothing about nobody else. I care about Africa. Other than that, I don't really give a crap about nothing else other than children. Why should I? That's all they do is culture vote us left and right. It's just intolerable. YouTube gives them numbers. They get paid off of our pain. They get paid off of our pleasure too. But as soon as we grouped, it's ridiculous. Now I see it says Tavis Smiley. It says Vlad, but it says 2022. That's not a new one, and I don't even remember him being on there then. I tune him out. I totally have tuned him out. I don't watch that show. That's crazy. The who? This is a lack of respect for our people, and we need to be given more pushback too on platforms that allow it. They're encouraging it because they allow it, and it's not right. There's nothing right about it. Nothing right about it. My bad, Yeti. What is? Yeah. Mr. Mill. Right. Looking pregnant on there and stuff. I just, and you want to keep your body type right too, especially if you on here talking ish to people and you talking to the youngins. The youngins ain't out here playing. They ain't out here playing. And I want them to have more respect, but at the same time, it's like people ain't out here playing. Keep your stamina right. You can go to the gym, but go weekly. Even if it's twice a week or something like that. You can do things in your own home too. Do your squats, do your push-ups, your sit-ups, all that. I do it. You just got to have your stamina right. Because he out here just like starting with folks too. So it's like, you you better keep that stamina right, bruh. People trying everybody. I thought there was something else, but that I had to say real quick, but nah, it's not. Oh, D.L. Hughley. Hang on a second. I forgot to play my YouTube music in the back. Well, it didn't do bad. What was it? 20? Yeah, that's still 20 views. I got a decent amount of likes. You know what I want to do? I'm going to pop it back up. This is it over here. My what's it? Black non-dems get cussed out. I'm going to put it back on public view. Let me go to it. Turn it down a little bit.
Testing, testing.
Yeah, I appreciate you rocking out with me on this pop up out of nowhere stream. At least I know I'm heard and it's seen on the news feed. Black Dems, you ain't squat. This was a reflection on D.L. Hughley, comedian D.L. Hughley, comedian Ricky Smiley, and Roland Martin.
First time doing the StreamYard mobily like this. Originally, I had a stream set up. Had some things that you want to bring up to. I want to kind of relax the lives. Most recently, we have astronauts that are stuck in space. First, they said they were just out there. They're going to stay a little longer. Oh, yeah. So if you're new here, feel free to chat. It is an open-minded space. I do like to build strong minds as I build mine. That kind of sounded. Welcome to Kind White 007. If you saw by the thumbnail, I put on there, asked some people, comedians that basically wanted to tell us how to vote. So I just wanted to talk about that. Roland Martin is not a comedian, but he's in there too. I respect him. I'm not gonna go on too much. The other thing is I talk about astronomy things here, astros. So hopefully you get something out of that. Most recently, we have astronauts that are stuck in space. First, they said they were just out
Let me skip
back
past
to the
that a little
lives a
bit.
bit too, and allow people to just chime in with anything that you had to talk about. So I'm rocking my new. I like it. It's kind of like incognito-ish, but it's, you know, the darkness and you got the lights in the background. Hopefully, I like that. I do.
I love my lights.
So I'm gonna get right into some of that. To play a little bit of
YouTube is crazy.
instrumental. So use banners to some. Okay, I'm not sure why that's up there, so I do want to get rid of that. I'm gonna show some footage to back up some of what I'm gonna be going over, what I'm gonna be saying. Just give me a second.
All right, I must have had some stuff going on. Where did I start at? I just did like a quick monologue.
All right, so that's what I'm doing. But my thing is like, when did comedians become important to us? I think like, not saying their life don't matter like anybody else's, but when did they become politicians? What I know is our forefathers, our ancestors, our people fought for black people's right to vote, right? So they did all that fighting for us to be able to vote, just for certain black people to tell black people how they're supposed to vote. That doesn't make any sense. So when did all this come about? Is my point. D.L. Hughley, since he passed out on stage, he's never been the same. Like, I don't know about y'all. Have y'all noticed? And, please get active in the chat. I'll check the chat in a minute. Ever since he passed out on stage, he hasn't been the same. He's more aggressive. He's always yelling at black people. Like, dude, who was you talking to? So that's part of the point of the stream. Um, you had to pass out on stage, woke up in the hospital, and got on live and said, listen, black people, don't be a dummy. Get vaccinated. Don't be stupid. Don't be. First of all, you weren't vaccinated. So I don't like when people go through something in their life and then they come back and run to black people and start trying to beat on black people. Like, no, we're not going to be doing that. First of all, we have minds of our own. And originally, I probably would have thought the same thing. Like, is you running with the racist or not? Like, one or the other. No, there's other options. And if you don't like neither one of them, then they're not going to vote at all. I think Kamala has a lot of the black vote. Trump has gotten more, I think, black people on his side too than before. So that's why I think this is going to be a very huge election. I don't need to be yelled at. You're going to make people not vote or maybe go another route if you keep yelling at everybody. Like, I don't know, but I know y'all got to feel the same way. Like, you're tired of being yelled at. You're tired of being told what to do. So I just think it's funny that our people fought, did all they could do, so we have the right to vote with the right to choose who we want to vote for.
Exactly. So, anyone on the live now or catches the replay, that is a video I just put back up where I did a 55-minute live stream where I had a little bit of jokes in here. And I just give my opinion on how I feel we're being talked at, and, things like that. And that we have minds of our own. And, we got to take advantage of that and then coming together collectively with people that we agree with and that we don't agree with. And that's how a lot of our problems will get solved. Glad you mentioned that too on my feed. Like the issue he got with Marlon, right? Marlon's my dude. Marlon Wayans told Vlad he wants 40,000 for an interview. I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's what Marlon wants, and if he wants to go on the show. Because personally, to me, you may already know my stance. He shouldn't want to go on the show. A lot of people don't really know me and whatnot, but let's just say Vlad was like, "Oh, I'm putting something together. want to know, you want to come on there? My answer would already be no. He may say, well, let's negotiate an offer. You haven't let me make an offer, or you don't want the offer that I've gave out. My answer would already be, you can't offer me enough. You're going to apologize to Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and then maybe we can have a conversation, because I need to know where your headspace is at. Is it in the clouds that you come from? The cloud that you represent? I don't know. So, no. The only issue I have with Marlon is that he would even accept the invite if he even paid him more. So we got to realize that as people, we cannot be sold. You got to let everyone know you can't buy me. And you have to be worth my time for me to give you my time. You have to start thinking, you could be comedians if you want to, because a lot of these people seem to be comedians. You make us laugh. You relieve stress for people. So there's a different level that comedians are on, and they don't get credit for it. There's no amount of money that should be enough for you to go on someone that is nothing but an absolute culture vulture and helps get your people locked up, gets incentives for these lockups. I'm pretty sure he does. One day I think a receipt will come out about that. That's about it. And you have to participate with grassroots people like myself. And I think it's going to take that for some people to even excel. You're going to feel like, oh, you're such a small channel, or whatever they be thinking. Guess what? It's come a time now, and the time is now. You're going to need us. And you're not really going to progress without us, because things are changing, and they have to change in a way that people that are really doing things and have resumes like myself to prove things that we've done, you ain't going to be ish without us. How about that? How about that? So they could take their numbers and shove it up their butts and pull it back out, because our numbers are going to go up. They have to. I think that the universe has been speaking. It's been trying to let people do stuff on free will. They haven't really been doing it. It's giving them wake up calls when it comes to black people and Africans. They kind of act somewhat helped a little bit, not enough. So things are going to be shaken up even more around here. The solar system is going to be speaking stronger, and it's up to us to listen. And you're going to see how lack of control you have if you keep going against black people and our value systems. And, all these type of things in the way of Pan-Africanism, which means that we must connect with our mother continent, which is Africa. It's not going to work. It's not going to work without it. So, yeah, it is what it is. But DL Hughley, he's been spiraling out of control too. But I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I looked at the back and forth that Marlon had with Vlad, and Marlon gonna end up roasting him. That's what I'm ready for. Just roast him, my dude, roast him. Because I probably would have roasted both of y'all if you brought your butt on his show. I would have roasted you too. I'll roast anybody that go on his show. Maybe we should do that. Y'all want to start roasting people, man. Y'all over there being sellouts. Y'all could be sold. If you are, if you are putting your hand up like, oh, me, yeah, choose me. I'm a sellout. I'm a sellout. I can be sold. You can give me $5,000. I'm going to come on your show and give you a good interview. Yeah, I am. I'm going to incriminate me, my friends. Yeah, I am. I'm going to get put in a prison system possibly. You know, that prison system that Kai used to be in and had meetings in, talking to inmates while their rights are gone. Yeah, I want to be there where if my family wants to come and see me, if I have anyone that would even come and see me, they have to go through metal detectors. They have to have their hair checked. Oh my goodness, are there women with wigs? They have to look under that. They have to, yeah, I don't mind you putting me and more of my people in the penitentiary for a price. How dare you, idiots? It's nothing but idiocracy. He'll be gone too, because something's got to give. I seen people in the comment section too before I go. They said, see, I told y'all, they said, see, when are our people going to stop going on his show? things like that. They was like, see, he's showing himself. He's been showing himself. People got to wake up. People usually are showing who they are. Sometimes they hide it. Elevate yourselves, people, please, and elevate your mind. So when the people are trying to hide who they really are and their intentions against you and your people, you'll be able to see right through it. You don't have to keep going on the show. You don't have to keep wasting time and money. You need to be doing something else with your time and money. This man put Marlon Wayans on blast because he asked for 40K. Oh, well, in a way, I think he's saying, yo, I don't want to be on your show, but you know what? Give me 40K. I think deep down, Marlon might have known, so I'll give him some credit because he might have already known he wasn't going to give him that, but he knows that he's a he's a freaking he's a he's a freaking dickhead is what he is, and he knows that. So maybe that's why he was like, yeah, let me get 40K, knowing he wasn't. But he saw how he put him on blast. He's like, how you gonna go online and tell people what I said I wanted and try to make me look bad? He was like, basically like, why would you do that? He was like, you're very unprofessional. He's absolutely right. That's the same language that Jamal Green used for Roland Martin. He said he's very unprofessional about this, and he is. I like the Roland Martin show. I watch it here and there, but all this yelling and cussing, because now he's like, he encourages his panelists to be more aggressive in nature with their narratives. They've been getting more aggressive over the past few years. If you've paid attention, Roland Martin and all his co-panelists, they talk more aggressively. The only one that doesn't, I watch his shows, is Michael Hotep. I forget his actual last name. He goes by Michael Hotep. He has a channel here on YouTube. He does a lot of live streams, but they're all like repeats. His channel would do better if he does actual live streams and not just keep showing reruns. He might be watching Roland Martin do that too much. I don't know, but it doesn't work as well. And if he wants to grow his audience, he needs to really do more actual live streams because he would benefit from that. But yeah, thank you, Yeti. I appreciate you so much. So yeah, we're gonna be hearing more. I know we are. On this on this whole subject matter. Um, so it is what it is. We're gonna see. I like when people show their true colors. Keep showing them. Keep showing them. Now it's just up to our people to wake up and realize and show what we're gonna do about it. Let's just grow our platforms. Let's grow our voices. They can't be stopped. Let's take advantage of each other in the right way and stop allowing other people to take advantage of us in the wrong way. Bottom line. But I think y'all, people be quiet. But feel free to subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the content I have. Feel free to critique anything I speak on. That'll just help build conversation. When I first came on here, I didn't want to hear no opposition. I feel like, if people oppose, they against you, because it's just how this world be feeling or makes us feel. But there's a lot of people out here with good intentions, and if not, how about we work on making them better? That's all. If I'm a problem solver, I have to deal with problems. I deal with all types. Bring it. All right. You have a great day, Eddie Black. Appreciate you, man. Thanks to everyone else too. I appreciate the likes, and if you guys have time to rewatch some of my live stream, that helps. And any videos, I keep the videos short and to the point. The live stream, some of them I do a little bit longer. Some are quick pop-ups. This was supposed to be like 20 minutes, half hour, but I'm just going on an hour. That's interesting. Yeti did it. Let me put this up. I was going to type something in here. Oh, your name is in all caps too. I got to remember that. BLAKK. Thank you. Yes, peace and blessings to as always. Thank you much. Thank you much. And my computer is just dying too. That's fine. It's decent timing. It helps though when you hit an hour, you go a little over an hour. But that's okay. I might should just cut part of this. I don't know. YouTube's been strange. Sometimes when I feel like I got it, I'm like, oh, I got it. I get it. All right. Then a curveball will come. Another curveball, like, all right. I'll just get better at batting. That's all. Sit with somebody. Maybe I could play baseball. How you know that? How you know I don't knock it out the frame like this? When they throw curveballs, what we got to do? Get that bat right. You can do a lot of things with a baseball bat. Beat your ass with a baseball bat. But let's play ball, Yeti. They want us to play ball. We're going to hit it out the park. You just want to hit it out the park. Upward. Do I got the right stance? Hit it out the park. He a black man doing what he can. He a black man and he proud of it. See, some won't understand. You're going to always win. How you know? Because we already have. First one's here. Ooh-wee. All right. I said I was leaving. Oh, man. All right. Now I'm really going to go. Okay. Yeah. Got to change it up on him, right? Sometimes it seems like when I say I'm about to leave, that's when the numbers start moving again. It's just interesting. But I know it's all part of the ball game. It's all part of the game. Showing and not showing the truth. It's all part of the game. The good thing is I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. All right, y'all. As I get dressed. All right. Peace. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Everyone have a great day and days to come. Hope to see you back. Peace.